How you guys doing today? I'm Webtoon King, and today I'll be doing a chapter review of Bill King. So, the reason I want to do this is because a lot of big YouTubers have that one series to start off with and finish with. Some people start off with Black Clover, some people start with Jujutsu Kaisens, and for some reason I wanted to do Bill King because it's kind of interesting to me. And every time it comes out on, I believe, Sunday, I'll be going over it. So, quick facts about the series. The creator, I'm about to butcher his name. Motoshi Shimabukuro. I'm gonna put the name. I'm gonna put the picture up. You guys can figure it out. Make fun of me, whatever. So he created this new series called Bill King, and like I said, I'll be going over it and keeping up with it every week. And since obviously my name is Webtoon King, I'm trying to find a webtoon series that just started, so I can do the same thing. And there's a couple of series I'll be reporting on, like Hardcore Leveling, God of High School, Tower God. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do seasons review, and then once I'm done with the seasons, keep up with the chapters. So let's get on with the review. So yeah, one thing I forgot to mention, the creator of Bill King, also created Toroko. I know I said that wrong, but I also never read this manga or watched the anime, so yeah, don't kill me for it. Um, yeah, he created both series. Like so let's start with chapter one, Bill King. We start off in their hometown, ironically called Hammer Island. The author noted on the chapter for some reason saying it's outside where the human resides, so I'm assuming it is explained later why these two kids are there, but whatever. We first meet the main character, Tokochi. I might have butchered that name too, but he's the main character. He's a carpenter. The first thing we see is his house, like just fly out the sky, and you can see it's like built like with all sticks. It doesn't even look like it's real. It's good. It's made good. So yeah, we see the main character. He start trolling they call him the house eater. Fuck. That I'm not gonna call her that. I'm gonna start calling them goblins on steroids or some shit. So like I was saying, the main character starts shit talking the goblins on steroids in his house, calling them stupid and shit. So I guess what we can see from this is that he's trying to get them to destroy his house for some reason, which they are gonna explain later, but whatever. Which is fun to me because his house looked like something built from you guys know what I'm talking about, the Three Little Pigs and the Big Bad Wolf, or their first attempt of it. So his house looked like shit. So with that amazing setup, you can tell what's gonna happen. The goblins on steroids literally do what they do in the story. He blows the house apart, and the next thing you see is just the main character running away, he's rolling backwards for some reason, and this is when I'm assuming the second main character, his little brother named Rengo. Oh, I didn't butcher that name. I don't think. That might have been the first Japanese name I didn't butcher. So whatever. We meet the second main character, Ringo, and you can see Ringo's house, and it looks like he can actually build houses. And he's also a carpenter too. So there's that. They're both carpenter, and they're both. Well, the main character asks his little brother if he can go to his house. They both want to go in the house. The goblins on stairs try to break it down, but they can't do it. So eventually they leave, and you can, in the next scene they're in their house talking about how the main character is always trying to rush like he's always trying to rush finishing his house and shit, and his little brother's telling him because the main character was like, man, the goblins on steroids. But he don't say that. He said house eaters. They can't break your house down. He said, yeah, because I don't make my house like in a day or something. I take my time. And then you can see the main character just drifting off, talking about how beautiful it was that they destroy his house, which I don't get. He might have a problem. But we came to yeah, that's when we learned. I guess you can see that the main character is one of those quick, like, he likes making his house quick, and his little brother like taking his time, aka why the house eater, well, I'm gonna call him Goblin on steroids, can break the house apart. Well, this is when we get the flashback, and it goes back 3 years back, and we can see their master, which they call him Shovel. I guess that's his name. And he is a master carpenter. So I guess we're beginning like a power system for the carpenters or something. I don't know. So their master leaves them. He leaves them in that island called what is it called? The island is called Hammer Island. And basically the reason for this is so they can get used to like building houses in a rough area, a rough place, because I guess he's training them to be like the one. I don't know what to call them, but one of the best builders, because he tells them that he's leaving and he's working on a project. And they, like, both of them were asking him, they're like, "What are you doing, master?" And he's like, well, he's gonna go build aka here's where the title of the manga comes in. He said build king, which is basically a bunch of buildings or structures or like prisons, a bunch of like basically structures that's been like here since ancient time. Nobody knows who built most of these, but the point is that they're able to withstand natural disasters, monster. So the master basically tell him he's working on that. You can see all like both of them, like the main character and the little brother, they're like drooling, like, "That's amazing, master. Can we go with you?" He's like, "No, I'm gonna leave you guys here. I'm gonna come back I'm gonna send somebody to come get you guys 2 to 3 years later." And yeah, basically, I'm leaving you guys here to be independent, so you can so you guys can like be ready. And here come the interesting part. So apparently, so the main reason the master leave these two kids in Hammer Island to train is because Hammer Island is known for volcano eruptions, natural disasters. So obviously this will be a great place to like learn how to build houses that can withstand natural disaster, aka eventually getting them able to build a structure that would be considered build king. And also, this is how we also get their backstories. Apparently, the main character and the little brother are the only two humans that lived on Hammer Island, and they were there before them. They met their master, and how they met the master was there were two little kids that were about to get eaten by like monsters, and the master comes to save them, and he was like, I didn't realize people were here, and when he saved them, that was like one of the first night they were able to like sleep peacefully. So that's a cool way to introduce the master, and I guess we also start. This is when you realize you're gonna start getting more information on who these kids are and how they got there, and blah blah blah. And also, the main character, like, because the main character, the little brother, when they were in the house talking about, they were like, it's been like 3 years, and the master told us he would send somebody in 2 years. So you can see the main character starting to doubt the master words. So after that, I guess the master taught them everything he could in 2 years, because when they first met the master, it was 5 years from now, and he left them 3 years ago. So, yeah, and I guess this is where I hear a lot of people talking about the creator is like very like crazy about how he writes stuff, like because I used to hear about Toriko a lot, how crazy he is, and now I see it because he got monsters here talking to them, and I guess the main characters in them, and the little brother like build houses for them too, so they literally build houses for monsters to hide from other monsters, and that's crazy to me. And I guess the main character have like three students, and he's not really teaching them anything because they're always asking him to teach them stuff, but he's not teaching them anything. So, the last couple of things that happens is the troll boss escaped one of the cell that had him locked in. He escapes. He goes over to Ringo's house, destroy it. Then the main character show up. He sees his little brother on the floor, and his little brother start crying about how his house couldn't protect him or couldn't protect the people that was in the house at the time, because some of the monsters ran away because the troll boss on steroids got away. So he was crying, and the main character was like, "Don't worry about it. I'm strong enough that I'll protect you until you're able to build something strong enough to withstand anything." And bro, you guys got to read this chapter, man. This manga is so good for. I didn't take it serious when I saw this, like the name. I was like, yeah, whatever. And then I started reading. And I was like, yeah, this manga deserved to be my manga, like the manga that like I said from the beginning, every YouTuber had that one manga to start off with. This manga and it's crazy because the way the main character quote unquote defeat the goblin on steroids bosses, he he has this. His hammer, right, can extend like Luffy arms, and he's just like he's so strong where he extended the thing, and then he hits in front of the troll, and you can see like a mini crate, and the boss basically gives up, and everybody's like, hooray! Like all the monsters are happy. This year is just crazy. Like there's monsters talking. You got like the main character students. They're like talking about how they have like 6, 8, 10 girlfriends and shit. This shit is funny. You guys have to read it. And anyway, at the end, the main character and the little brother can see a ship, and they think it's the master or whoever he sent over. So that's how the chapter ends. I hope you guys love this. Subscribe, comment what I can do better, and have a nice day.